So a day after acquiring Fernando Cruz and Alex Jackson in a trade, Brian Cashman filled a void at first base. Four-time Gold Glove winner Paul Goldschmidt is signing with the Yankees on a one-year deal. So let's talk with Hector Beauchamp from Latino Sports about the new guy in pinstripes. He's not a new guy. We know this face right here. Hector, what's going on, my man? Goldschmidt brings the gold mitt to the Bronx. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Brandon. Thank you for reaching out. And like you said, yeah, Paul Goldschmidt. We know this guy, former MVP in the National League. I know he's up there in age. Some Yankee fans are pointing that out. But listen, Paul Goldschmidt is a professional at bat, and I'm excited about the signing.
All right, yeah. So let's talk about the signing because, like you said, here's a first baseman that comes in to New York City with credentials. What are your thoughts on the signing as a whole?
I like it. You know, I know Yankee fans were upset losing out on Christian Walker, right? 20 million per season over the next 3 years, 33, 34. But when you look at Paul Goldschmidt at 37, last year in the second half of the season, you know, his last 30 games, Paul Goldschmidt was a solid player. He hit close to 300, if I'm not mistaken. He finished the year at 245, 22 home runs. He's going to give you professional at-bats. And the days of Paul Goldschmidt, he played 150 games last year. I don't expect him to play that many games. I look at him as a guy that's going to play 120 games. He's going to platoon with Ben Rice. We lost the veteran leadership from Anthony Rizzo. And when you look at Paul Goldschmidt, that's something that he can bring to you. The Yankees are a little bit tight when it comes to money after spreading it around with Max Fried, Devin Williams. So it wasn't realistic for the Yankees to sign Christian Walker for $20 million or even Alex Bregman for $25 million. We have Marcus Stroman's money still on the books. So I do look for Brian Cashman to try to make some trades and upgrade us when it comes to third base or the bullpen. But I like the move so far.
Yeah. When you say the Yankees are tight with money, that sounds like me when I'm Christmas shopping for my kid, man. But I mean, Brian Cashman has done a great job with the money that he pretty much saved because he missed out on the Juan Soto sweepstakes. I mean, it's like he went out to Costco and bought in bulk. He brought in guys like Cody Bellinger, Devin Williams, Max Fried, and now Goldschmidt. And you talk about that veteran leadership that in a well-needed, highly credentialed first baseman. So as of right now, is the Yankees offseason better than the Mets?
As a biased Yankee fan, I really want to say that, but we still have some holes, right?
Okay.
We still have a hole at third base. We don't know who our third baseman is going to be. I know there's rumors about Alex Bregman, but again, we still have to get off of Marcus Stroman money. We traded Jose Trevino to save money there. But like I said, as a biased Yankee fan, I want to say yes, but as a realist, I would say no. It's still 50-50. The Mets won the back page war when it comes to Juan Soto. And I know the frustration from Yankee fans losing out on Soto. But if you're the Mets and you're Steve Cohen, you have to overpay for a talent like Juan Soto. If you're the Yankees, it's a blessing in disguise for Juan Soto to leave because now you can really use that money to fill out all the other holes that you have on your roster.
Really quick, if you look at what the current roster is right now, you look at the World Series champion, the World Series roster. Would you say the Yankees have a better roster right now than what they did to the roster that took them to the World Series?
Definitely right now, it's a better roster, especially when you look at that bullpen. Last year in the World Series, the bullpen was depleted, right? Luke Weaver was one of the only guys that were really giving you innings coming out of that bullpen. Tommy Kahnle fell too much in love with his changeup, right? So adding an all-star closer like Devin Williams, you can move Luke Weaver back to that setup role. He could come in the seventh or eighth inning, depending on the leverage. As of right now, even with not addressing our third base situation, I would say our roster complete right now, it's better than what it was in the World Series. And the Yankees are still not done, right? You heard Brian Cashman said he's put a message out to Yankee fans. We're still willing and dealing, and we're still trying to get things done. And the Yankees, they feel very confident going into the Roki Sasaki sweepstakes that they could walk away with him.
It's crazy because a couple years ago, everybody was like, fire Cashman. Now, Cashman is cash money right now with the offseason that he's having. Yeah, for sure. It's funny how a year or two or offseason can change the way you think about somebody. So, Hector, thanks for hopping on with us, my man. Always love.